guys, and welcome to episode 16 of the American Dream, and it's the final group game of the World Cup against Uruguay in Qatar. If you watched the last episode, or if you didn't, you've got to go back and watch the last episode. It was a cracking performance, and the two games so far have seen us draw 0-0 with Belgium, which was a really good result, and then beat Cameroon 2-1, and thoroughly deserved to beat Cameroon 2-1 as well. All that meaning that the table currently stands like this. We're on 4 points ahead of this final game. Belgium obviously play Cameroon. We could do a draw in that. A draw in that would see that we go through. If not, then we really need to get at least a draw against Uruguay. That's the permutations. We'll keep a keen eye on what's going on over there. It's going to be 31 degrees and breezy again. It's a warm World Cup on a Tuesday night in November. But I think we've got enough about us to go and win this. They are favourites for the game, Uruguay. The big team news for us is that Justin Glad misses out through suspension. They've obviously got Valverde, their main central midfielder, out and suspended. But it will be Palmer Brown that comes in to replace him. Eric Palmer Brown, currently playing at Rennes, 25-year-old, 6'1", not the biggest for a central defender, but I think he's going to be important in this game. So the team to play in this final group game will be as follows. It's Stefan in goal, a back four of Dest, Brooks, Robinson and Palmer Brown. McKenna, Parks and Adams make up the midfield three, with Pulisic on the right, Timothy Weah on the left and Josh Sargent spearheading the USA attack as per. I was thinking about putting Eamon on and sticking Weah up front. Again, I keep toying with that idea, but I'm sticking by my man in Josh Sargent. I do believe there is a goal coming. We expect Uruguay to line up with three at the back, which they have done. Bentancur's in the midfield, Rodriguez, Cavani, Gomez. These have got some quality players, and it is up to us to see if we can contain them. It's even bigger for the supporters. I'm going to say again, I've got faith in you. Be calm, be cool, be composed. And I believe that we've got enough about us. Weston McKenna, captaining the side and making his 50th appearance for the club, gave away a penalty for the club, for the nation. Gave away a penalty in the last game, we know this, but bounced back well and gave a good performance. We expect, again, a good performance from him. He's our captain at 24 years of age. We have a youthful squad. And we're looking to start well early here. And it's Josh Sargent into Dest. And we're taking the game to Uruguay early doors. Robinson on this left-hand side, back to Weston McKenna. And it's early possession again. If you remember in the last game, we started quickly and really put Cameroon under pressure. Hopefully we can do the same sort of thing with Uruguay. But I do expect a much tougher challenge from these. And hopefully we don't concede from a set piece. I've put Palmer Brown in. I'm kind of now wishing Miazga was in. And it's Sebastian Coates, the ex-Liverpool man, heading over at the back stick. But we do defend okay. And like I said, a draw would be enough, I think, to send us through. But I'd like to go and win it. I really would. And this would be a massive confidence booster. So if we could somehow come out of this group unbeaten, I mean, what does that set at rest of the world? Weah now trying to take one man on. He skips past one. He can't beat the second man. But Anthony Robinson's on the overlap. Get it whipped in, son. Timothy Weah. Adams. Oh, and Tyler Adams fires it into the stand. Unfortunately, not on target. But it is a good effort at goal. And we built up well there. And it looks like it's still drawing all square in the other game. As we try to close Uruguay down, but they do play out from the back. Jimenez, I believe that's the kid from Atletico Madrid. These have got some players, make no mistake about it. And Rodriguez back to Bentancur, and Bentancur knocks it out wide. Nandez, Anthony Robinson's there, trying to stop the cross, doesn't stop the cross. Cabrera, unfortunately, it's just wide, but 17 minutes in. The USA are still on level terms here against Uruguay. I feel this is going to be his toughest game. This Pulisic whips in. Brooks! Oh, and Joe Brooks there! My man! Heads it just wide or just over. I couldn't really tell from the camera angle. But that were a chance. And maybe we're going to have to take one of those types of chances. We need a performance from Sargent today. He's not done it, has he, yet? Pulisic on a 6.5. We need more than that. and it looks like Belgium are winning in their game. If we concede now, we will be going out of the World Cup. Dest, come on son, puts the ball in, it's headed away well. Keaton Parks gives it to Timothy Weah. Timothy Weah trying to work some space, he does! Oh, and Timothy Weah gets in there! Timothy Weah does work a bit of space, he's genius, he's brilliant, it's everything you want from the young man. Let's look at it again. Keaton Parks, he looks like he's going, no, he just skips past that Nandez tackle and then he whips one into that top left-hand corner, top bins, and Timothy Weah sprints off. Belgium were top of the group for all of about 3 minutes, and that, the applause from the USA fans, my word. My word. Right, we've got to guard against complacency now. And Christian Pulisic, and I swear to God, Josh Sargent, I need more from you, son. You've got 15 minutes, Josh Sargent, to do something. If you don't, you will be off. And I'll bring Seabachu on purely for height, because I think that might help us defending set pieces, and that's going to go out, is it? It is. Way! That's going out for Uruguay. We'll not start taking Mick just yet. But Pulisic and Sargent are the two that are looking ominous at the moment. But Christian Pulisic does have a free kick left of the side of the box. Keaton Parks. Josh Sargent has 50. What did we just say? Josh Sargent has got 15 minutes to do something. He's only gone and scored our second goal. And it's a cracking goal. Well, it's not. It's a scrappy goal. I think it's Adams, isn't it? Adams gets the touch at the back stick, knocks it back into the danger area, and Josh Sargent, poacher's finish, reminiscent of a Billy Sharp, just fires home from all of 6 yards. And the USA are 2-0 up. It's Tyler Adams, and now are we just starting? Are we just starting to believe in how good we actually could be? And Uruguay have got to be stunned. Uruguay have got to be stunned here. Because we have been superb. We've been superb. Right, come on boys now. Keep at them. Keep at them. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Dela Cruz, they've opened a bit of space up here. We've got some defending to do. Nandez goes past Robinson. Not a second time of asking, he doesn't. And Anthony Robinson, the young man, probably at Wigan on this. Fulham in real life does really, really well there. And now Christian Pulisic plays a nice ball to Dest. And Dest will have a run. Breaking into the Uruguay half. Takes the touch, plays it back into Pulisic. Pulisic goes past his man. Oh, and then it's one just wide out. Weren't very excited about that, but I mean, we are doing really well. Doing really, really well. And that's all we can ask. And we will be making changes on 60 minutes. And Josh Sargent's nicked it again. Josh Sargent, we told him we got faith in him at half time. We said to you guys that he needed to do something in the next 15 minutes. He's got his goal and he's worked very hard there. And it's going to be Christian Pulisic coming off for Areola shortly. As Uruguay have a chance to cause us some problems here. And Dela Cruz has got a chance here as well. Oh, and Stefan as well. And that will be the cue for changes. What we're looking like in midfield. Weston McKennie. I think he's going to be coming off and all. So it is going to be, Pulisic is going to be off for Areola. And we need an old head. We need somebody now to just do the right things. And Michael Bradley is that man. He's on for Weston McKennie, the old captain, replacing the new one. As it's a long ball tossed in by Anthony Robinson, and Uruguay might look to break here. It's Edison Cavani. It's a crossfield ball. They've got somebody coming in back stick. Oh, and they've hit the bar. And now it's just time. And that's a good claim from Stefan. Does very well to claim it. Right. Let's just have a little think about it as the time ticks on. We're still playing a 4-3-3. They've not changed formation. They're still doing what they're doing. Belgium look like they're having a good time against Cameroon, so that's fair enough. And we've got another long throw, which Anthony Robinson chucks in. And Josh Sargent, we're 3-0 up. We're 3-0 up in the World Cup finals. I nearly said something I'm not allowed to say there. We're 3-0 up in the World Cup finals. The Ginger Assassin, he's come good, hasn't he? And he come good just when we needed him the most. Ariola's on, and I think, boys, it's probably time to make one final change. And we might have a look. Who can we bring on? Who can we bring on? Who's struggling a little bit? Nobody really, are they? Nobody's struggling. I can't take him off on an hat-trick. I think Keaton Parks is going to be the man to make way. And I'll just drop Miazga on. We'll just do that. We'll drop Miazga on just in front of the back four. 6'3", can defend. Just sit there and defend now, Miazga. And hopefully see us out. De La Cruz has put a good ball in. No! And somehow we survive. I'm not quite sure how. But somehow we survive. De La Cruz whips it in. Adams nods away well. Bentancur now. Back to De La Cruz. We have got defending to do, and Palmer Brown clears it well. I'm not quite sure. That does look a little bit over the line. But we're not going to worry about that, as we are currently winning 4-0 against Uruguay. I mean, Sargent's in again. And we're absolutely bossing it, aren't we? De La Cruz is breaking. It doesn't really matter, boys, in fairness. I mean, it's smashed, isn't it? But we're breaking away here. Timothy Weir. I don't quite know what's happening here. Oh, that's a nasty one. He's won that well. And it's cleared away into touch, but that should be it. USA 4. Uruguay 0. No, not just yet. Not just yet. We're stood. Of course we're stood. Arms folded. Just watching our team playing. It has been a pleasure so far at this World Cup. We seem to have got it right, don't we? So far, Timothy Weir's in again down this side. And wins a corner. Oh, he doesn't. He wins. It's a goal kick. Are we bothered? Absolutely not. Uruguay will be going on from the finals as the USA win 4-0. Josh Sargent did get a hat-trick. Did I miss that last goal? Did we miss this last goal or what? Oh, I think we did. I don't remember seeing that. But Josh Sargent, should we watch it again? No, I think we'll carry on. But my word, I don't quite know what happened there. But we missed that last final belting goal. But we won 4-0. We beat Uruguay 4-0. Oh my God. And have you seen who we've got in next round without spoiling it? We probably should have. I can understand why he's disappointed at that, but we will now play Germany in the round of 16 before moving on to the quarterfinals, where we will play France or Australia. I mean, if we are to go out there, then fair enough. But what a performance in that group. Amazing scenes. Top draw. Josh Sargent, you had to do something in 15 minutes. He scored a second half hat-trick and an absolute worlder to boot. If you have enjoyed that, if you have enjoyed the group stages, maybe go and watch it again. If you have enjoyed it, please do leave a like and subscribe. And we shall see you next time for the Germans.